So, guys, this is my review for Tōkyō Ribenjāzu episode number 10, and let's dive right into this episode. The title of this episode was called Re-Rise, and off top, it's one of my favorite episodes simply because finally we got a chance to see, literally 10 episodes in to this anime, I finally got a chance to see my homie Takemichi stand up for himself, and beat one of his main bullies within the anime, and that is Kiyomasa here. Now, the build up, the lead up, was definitely great. Now they did hit me with a minor flashback, which I was caught off guard because when he went to reach and then punch, to do the initial punch with his right hand, and it did the flashback. I was just like, oh man, like no, that's I was hoping that it wasn't going to be like this long drawn out thing, but it didn't. That wasn't the case at all. What ended up happening is that we see him remembering sitting and talk. Well, not sitting, but talking with his homies and just saying like we're going to do this, we're going to do this, whatever. So to see him actually just like I said, stand up and do what needs to be done to protect himself mainly. Hina and Emma definitely Drock, and like to be able to see him just do that was just so dope for me, guys. I'm just glad that I finally got a chance to see this occur. Now, here's what I was thinking when he got stabbed in his hand. I thought I thought he was gonna take the blade out and then use it as a weapon. He didn't do that. He just tossed it. But then I also thought like the blade was gonna come back into the fold because again the blade's still around, right? It's still there, so that's still a dangerous thing. I would have felt more comfortable if he would taken the blade and chugged it, because there's like I guess there's like a fence to their left. I think to him and Dragon's left. I think there's a fence. Don't quote me. And I think that the knife would have, like I said, I feel like the knife can still play a role, but it probably won't. But I'm just like thinking out loud of what probabilities can still occur here. But with that, I'm glad that he stood up. He bit Kiyomasa. He wouldn't let go. He put him in the headlock. He knocked him out with the headlock. Put him in the sleeper hole. Did a Arn Anderson. And he just made it happen. I mean, and that's what I was waiting for. Again, it took 10 episodes. Not too. I'm not like sitting here upset about that. I'm glad that it finally happened. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not like it took too long. That's not what I'm saying. It didn't take too long. It was the right build up. I'm just glad that he finally stood up to Kiyomasa and he did his thing. Now I will say that I did think that Kiyomasa's boys was gonna like be upset and grab him, pick him up and take him away, but that wasn't the case. They just like it was like they said, screw your boy laying on the ground knocked out. I'm like, damn, like y'all just ruthless like that, son. Yeah, that's messed up. But with Draken trying to force himself up, Kiyomasa just like trying to keep himself up because again, stabbed in the hand, he's losing blood, blah blah blah. Draken's still losing blood, blah blah blah. I'm just like, man, like what's gonna happen next? And then he's like apologizing in his head to Naoto about how he felt like he failed the mission, this, that, the third. And then that's when these attackers getting ready to hit him, and then Akun and crew show up. Now when Akun showed up, I was like, yeah, his homie showed up, right? I'm like, his homie showed up. And then that's all we saw was just him, was just Akun, and I'm like, was it just him? But then his homies popped up. But I do like the fact, towards the end of this episode, I definitely like the fact that even they were inspired. They showed inspiration from Takemichi and from his conversations, many conversations, specifically Akun. Like that vibe, like that connection, that bond, like it just stuck with him. And he was just like, look, like you're my homie, you inspire me. I'm doing what I need to do to step up and and help you out this go around. So I really just like really enjoyed these last several minutes of this episode. Because again, Takemichi stood up and his homies came through, and like I said, they inspired. Even though they're getting beat down, they are inspired by this cat, and I love it. So what's gonna happen in episodes 11, 12 to come? I have no clue. But I really did indeed enjoy this episode today, guys, and episode 9. I really enjoyed both of them today. But with that, leave some comments in the comment section below, guys. What did you all think of episode 10? We first sat down to watch it for the first time. Let's talk about some things. Let me know your thoughts, initial reactions. But other than that, I will hopefully talk to you all next time with more Tōkyō Ribenjāzu videos. Peace, guys.